Alright, what's going on YouTube? We are back with another video here on the Enebo Racing channel. Today, we are going to be wiring in a two-step button onto Project Stormtrooper, my 89 that's out here. It's got Holley Terminator X Software, and I found a few videos how to set up the two-step on the laptop, but none of them really did a good job of showing you the wiring aspect of how you connect the button to the Terminator X. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do today. Yeah, follow along, and if you've got a Terminator X, it should apply to you. It's a really simple install, and so let's get started. All right, first and foremost here, we've got a two-step or just an input button from Motion Raceworks. Top of the line quality here. All right, we got a dum-dum. Nice. Dang, sick. I got a white sticker here. But yeah, so this is just gonna be the button. Nice good clicking feeling, and then the mounting bracket as well. I am gonna have to drill through my steering wheel to make this work, but yeah, we should be able to make this work, no problem. All right, in order to mount this button, I am going to have to drill through my steering wheel here. It's gonna pain me because this thing's brand new, but nonetheless, I should be able to get this to work here and probably just find a nice sweet spot to when I'm gripping the wheel, I can hit that two-step button. But yep, I'll mark this out, probably drill some holes here and get this thing started. All right, so I have found a location here. I'm just gonna drill through this first star right in the center of it, and that should get the top hole lined up, and then I can really fine tune where exactly I want this button. We'll go from there. All right, well, here we go. I do got a punch set, good old ball peen here. So I'm gonna come down, mark this first hole right where I want it. Just give it a couple good old whaps. All right, how does that look? All right. Almost got it right in the center, but nonetheless, that should do the trick. So now we can start drilling. Alrighty, so we got the hole drilled for the top bolt, or the top little mounting screw. And so now all we gotta do is just mark the backside here where the second hole is gonna be. And we'll actually drill through this way, I believe, just to get everything right. But yeah, this will get us going here. All right, so we got the button kind of loosely mounted up here. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap or punch this thing from the backside. All right, swing this out of the way. You know what? Screw it, let's just go in with the big dog. Nice and slow. Almost there. That's looking pretty good. Let's see here. And I nailed it, yes. So I saw that the second hole is gonna be awfully close to another one of these stars. And so I actually just really tried to line it up, and bam! That's pretty good from seeing it from the backside. And so now it just, the two screws kind of match up where the stars were, and so it's a little less visible from first glance. And so, boom, looking fresh. Yeah, not a lot of deflection at all. Good bracket. Motion Raceworks coming in with the clutch, looking good. All right, so we got the steering wheel and the horn and stuff all mounted back up here. Got the button on, looking good. So now let's just move on to the wiring. All right, so this is the input-output harness from Holley that comes with the Terminator X kit. And on the Holley main harness, you've got this inputs-outputs connector right here, which you just got to take off real quick. Bam. And you're going to plug this guy into there. Ooh. Just like so. So now we've got all these inputs and outputs for use here. All right, and so this is the content that I've already found on YouTube, but I'll go ahead and include it just to make it a complete video. So you're gonna open up your current global file here. And then if you haven't already, you're gonna go up to Toolbox, add individual config, go down here to IO, and then add default IO. And mine's already in here, so it'll bring up this little IO screen here, or this little IO tab, and you click that, click on inputs. I'm gonna go ahead and do number 2 just because that's what everybody else has done, and so I'm just gonna follow suit. So we've got 2-step, we're gonna go over here to enable, and then from here, you're gonna click on pin map, and now you're gonna have this unassigned input over here. I've taken the AC kick out of input number 1, but like I said, I'm setting it up in input 2. So I'm gonna drag this down, boom. So now we got 2-step assigned to input number 2, and it's using pin A3, which pin A3, I have looked it up. I'll try and attach a schematic here, or at least a picture of the Holley Terminator X handbook that'll show you the different pin maps. And I've already isolated this wire, but pin A3 is gonna be this white with a red striped wire here. My camera's not gonna focus, but it's just a white with a red striped wire. But nonetheless, isolated it, tucked all the other wires up here for future use. All right, so getting this thing wired in is actually very simple, but I'm trying to route the wires super clean. And so it's taking me a little bit, but let me show you what I got. Got the button mounted, got my little stretchy wiring here. I got it ran up underneath here and then pulled out down here. This is pretty tight. Got it pulled through behind the stereo. I've got the white with the red striped wire for input number 2 wired in here. And then I got the chassis ground coming through here as well. And so this is the last piece to the puzzle here, folks. And then I'll obviously clean all this up. But yeah, this little handy dandy fuse box that I built is definitely coming in clutch. So these are all 12-volt switched power while cranking as well. So these all have power while cranking. And then also I've got my little ground strips here. And so I'm just gonna ground this out to one of these guys. We should be in business. All right, so now that we have everything set up here, I've got my USB plugged into my laptop here. USB link this. I'm gonna send what I have from my laptop, which is gonna have the new inputs and outputs to the ECU. Okay, boom, okay. And then we're gonna shut it off. We're gonna wait. I always like to wait about 5 seconds or so. Back on. So from here, I think we should be good with the laptop. Everything's passed. I'm just double checking here. What I've seen people do is come up here to the handheld, and we're gonna go to home, advanced features. We're gonna go to launch. We're gonna go to 2-step. Rev limiter 1 disabled. We're gonna enable that. Unassigned, we're gonna do input number 2. Save. We're gonna leave the spark high only. Rev limiter number 1 on RPM. Let's try, for the sake of the video, let's try, about 3,500. Let's go ahead and start this thing up here. So in theory, this is gonna allow me to rev pass. And then if you hit the button, oh boy. There we go, boys. Sick. Now we got a 2-step, boys. All right, that's gonna do it for today's video. Pretty straightforward install. I'm hoping that it helps people out. It's a little more complete than I think the other videos that I've seen on this subject. So it applies to anybody that has a Terminator X software, so it doesn't have to be a Foxbody. But yeah, if you did like it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, stay rippin'.